Today, we're talking about lazy ways to design a logo with AI. Because you do not need hundreds of dollars or weeks to look professional. If you're starting a business, launching a side hustle, or you just need a real logo already, I'm going to show you how to use one simple AI tool to create a polished, unique logo in minutes, even with zero design experience. By the end of this video, you'll have a logo that you'll actually like, plus a clear path to turning it into a full-on brand kit later on. And for this tutorial, we're going to be using Looka AI, and you can try it free using the link in the description. Play around with as many logo ideas as you want and only pay if you decide to download one of the options. Let's start with the obvious question. When is it actually a good idea to use AI to design your logo? If you're a brand new business, a solopreneur, or just testing a new idea, it doesn't always make sense to invest hundreds or thousands of dollars into custom branding right away. You need something clean, believable, and real that can grow with you without draining your budget. That's where tools like Looka AI come in. It's an AI-powered logo maker that asks you a few questions, generates logo options based on your answers, and then lets you customize everything until it feels like you. Is it the same as working with a senior brand designer? Nah, not really. But is it 100% good enough to launch, get clients, and validate your idea? Absolutely. So instead of waiting months to be ready, DIYing something that you're not really comfortable with, or using random free logo generators with no control, you're using a tool that gives you strategy and speed. If you're early stage and you just need to look like a serious business, AI is a perfectly smart move and will make sure it won't look generic. And if you're already ready, or when you're ready to go all in and build a full professional brand identity, I can help you with that too. I've linked my brand design service options in the description below, so you can explore what working together may feel like. Are you ready? Let's get this show started. Setting up your brief in Looka. Here's the thing. The quality of your AI logo depends on the quality of your brief. Garbage in, garbage out. Looka will guide you through a few steps, choosing your industry, a few keywords, the styles you like, and colors. This is where most people click randomly and then say AI is still bad. Once you're inside Looka, first, you're going to pick your industry. Try to be as specific as you can here, but you're going to be choosing one of the options that it gives you. Next, you're going to pick some logos that you like. Here, don't worry too much that it's going to just be copying these logos. Just pick some of the styles you like. This is where AI is trying to figure out what you like and don't like in terms of styling. Just click on a few options here on the styles that you like. Next, you're going to pick some colors. So here you see only the main colors. So if you've already chosen your color palette using one of my previous videos, that's perfect. Just use your main color here, or if you have two dominant colors, you can pick those as well. Later on, you will have the option to customize the exact tone of these colors, so don't worry too much about it. Here, you're basically telling AI, this is who I am, this is my industry, and this is the mood. Spending an extra 3-5 minutes here saves you from scrolling through hundreds of logos that don't feel like you. It's the lazy way, but it's the smart version of lazy. Finding a strong logo mark. Now let's talk about the part that makes your logo memorable, the logo mark or the icon. On the next step, you're going to pick a few keywords that represent your brand. So here you have two options. You can either pick a few keywords that may represent your field, and then Looka will give you some options for your logo mark. Or if you want to be very specific, or you already have a logo mark idea in your mind, you can say, I want to pick my own symbols. And then here you can pick any symbols that feel like your brand. For instance, if you want to have an owl for your logo mark, just type an owl here, and then it will give you all these logo mark options, like all these symbol options for your logo mark. So you can just pick the type of owl that you want. I like this one. You can pick up to 5 icons here, and then you can see the options in the next step. So if you go with the first option, your job is not to pick the cutest icon, but the one that feels on brand, is readable at small sizes, and isn't painfully generic. And if you're picking your symbol yourself, you need to think in concepts, not literal objects. Never just go with the first thing that comes to your mind. That's usually the least creative one. Think outside the box. Test the icons at small sizes. If it looks kind of messy or confusing when tiny, it's not the one. An expert advice would be, don't pick ones that have tiny lines and that may not read well when used in smaller sizes. So try to use some icons that have larger strokes so that they scale nicely. Also try to avoid cliches unless you really twist them. Generic swooshes, super detailed illustration, or hyper trendy icons tend to age quickly. Inside Looka, scroll through the logo ideas that it generates and ask yourself, do I recognize this as mine? Would my ideal client take this seriously? Can I imagine this on a website header, Instagram profile, and a business card? Pick 1-3 logos that feel promising and save them. We're going to refine them in the next step. You don't need the perfect icon in the first try. You just need a mark that feels aligned, clean, and flexible. The magic comes in the customization. Customizing your logo in Looka. This is where your logo stops looking AI generated and starts looking intentional. Looka lets you tweak just about everything. Fonts, colors, spacing, layout, and even different versions of your logo. This is the part where most people skip, and it's exactly where you'll stand out. Once you click Customize on a logo that you like, with fonts, try a few options until the font matches your brand personality. Keep it simple, no more than 1 or 2 font styles. And then you're going to go into layout. Here, create a horizontal version, which is icon and text all in one line. And then create a stacked version, icon about text for centered layout. And then create an icon-only version for social media avatars and favicon. Use one primary color and maybe a neutral. Make sure there's enough contrast for readability and preview it in dark and light mockups. When you're spacing the logo, give the logo enough room to breathe. Don't have the elements all cramped together. And make sure your business name is clear at a glance. You can save multiple variations in your Looka account. So if you're not ready to decide yet, that's fine. They'll be there when you're ready to come back. This is where your logo becomes yours. A few small adjustments here are what turn a decent AI logo into something you're proud to put on everything. And if you want a really easy way to organize your new logo, your colors, and your fonts in one place, download my free brand kit Canva templates. You can drop in your Looka logo right into them and have a clean brand system in minutes. Okay, from logo to full brand kit. Now that you've designed a logo that you actually like, let's talk about what happens next. A logo is a great start, but what really helps your brand feel professional is having all the other pieces ready to go. Social media headers, business cards, email signatures, different file formats and sizes. Inside Looka, you'll see options to download just the logo files or upgrade to the full brand kit, which includes multiple logo options, social and website templates, brand collaterals like business cards, and the like. If you already know you'll be building a website, setting up social platforms, and printing branded material, then this brand kit can save you tons of time and extra design costs. Think of it as phase 1, logo. Phase 2, have all your brand assets ready so you're not scrambling every time you need a graphic. You don't have to buy everything today. Start with the logo, then upgrade when it makes sense for your business and your budget. The important thing is you now have a visual anchor to build everything else around. So that's it, the lazy way to design a logo with AI. Give Looka a clear brief, pick a strong logo mark, customize the fonts, the colors, and layouts, and when you're ready, voila, turn it into a full brand kit. You can play with as many logo ideas as you want using Looka free trial link in the description. And if you decide to pay for the yearly subscription, you will be actually able to download multiple logo options in that whole year. If this helped, hit subscribe and tell me in the comments what kind of business you're creating a logo for. I genuinely love to hear. All right, now that you've designed a logo that you actually like, the next step is turning it into a full-on usable brand system. So when you're ready, watch Lazy Ways to create a brand kit in Canva. I'll show you how to take the logo and the brand kit you made today and build out the rest of your brand in the simplest, most beginner-friendly way possible right inside Canva so you can directly start applying your brand to your designs. Create with intention, and I'll see you in the next one.